What's up everyone, I'm Matthew Moniz, and today we're going to be revisiting the Google Pixel XL. Now it's been about 6 months since its release, and I've been using it as one of my 2 daily drivers, with the other phone being the iPhone 7 Plus. I feel I'm ready to give you guys the lowdown on whether or not it's still worth it. So cue that intro. So there's really nothing special about the Pixel's design. The only thing unique about it was the upper portion of the back that was made out of glass. But it's a super comfortable phone to hold and easy to use. Overall, it's aged pretty well, but to be honest, I've had a Google Pixel phone case on it from day one. Now, this is just a forewarning. If you're planning on buying a Google phone case, you might want to reconsider. Throwing on your own design is fantastic, but it's one of the most slippery cases I've ever used. It's definitely caused a few drops. With that being said, there's no scratches on the glass and no dents on the hardware. The fingerprint scanner is good, but it's not the most accurate one I've used. Sometimes it's hit or miss, or my wife, who also has this phone, feels the same way. She's actually been using her Pixel XL for 3 months, and her only other complaint is the massive chin on the bottom of the phone. But the screen is still awesome. The Amoled panel is nice and contrasty with bright, vibrant colors. I'd rank it as having one of the better AMOLED screens on the market, but obviously just below the Galaxy line. So I know there's been some issues with the microphone quitting on some Pixel owners, but thankfully myself or my wife have never had this problem. The only issue I had related to sound was the external speakers. Usually I'm not too concerned with external sound, but the mono speaker on this phone is below average. Software has been top-notch. Google's vision for Android has been excellent, and their ability to finally take the time to optimize the software with the hardware has paid off. It's still one of the smoothest Android phones I've used to date and still holds true 6 months later. Now, it's not as smooth as the iPhone 7 Plus, but it's smooth nonetheless. I feel this is the most important feature of the Pixel XL and the main reason I continue to use it over some of the newer phones that are out there. Plus, Google is pretty quick to update any issues and continuously add improvements. Now, don't get me wrong, I do get random app crashes every now and then, but I think that's just more to do with Android. The second reason I use this phone all the time is the camera. The camera is just awesome. Some of the shots I've taken with this phone have been fantastic. Definitely top 2 cameras I've used on a smartphone to date. Even without optical image stabilization, it still manages to take better video than phones that actually have it. Now, when I first got the Pixel, I was just making it through the entire day, which for a 3450 mAh battery seems pretty bad. Reports from other reviewers were that battery life was either really good or just average. I fell into the average group, but now that it's gotten a few updates, I find the battery life to be much better. I'm actually ending the day with 30% left as opposed to 10 to 15. Alright, so here's my closing thoughts. The Pixel XL is a fantastic phone, even though it lacks water resistance, has poor speakers, and not the best build quality. What makes this phone so special is the good display, fantastic camera, and amazing software experience. I truly value those last 3 things higher than any other features like wireless charging or water resistance. If you truly want the best Android experience, the Pixel XL is still worth it. Now, I do think it could use a small price drop 6 months later, especially now that the Galaxy S8 and LG G6 are available. So that wraps up my 6 months Is It Worth It series with the Pixel XL. Let me know what you guys think of this phone in the comments below. I definitely want to hear from people who have this phone. I want to know what you like or dislike about it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next video.